This is my audience. Today we are going to be learning how to make the tastiest treat while it might not be the quickest. I have never met a person who didn't like it. Buckeyes have always been a Duncan family tradition. They're like Reese's Cups, but they're 1,000 times better because they're made with love. The supplies you'll need is a blender, wax paper, a double boiler or 2 pots, cookie sheets, freezer or fridge space for chilling, melon ball scoopers, and toothpicks. The ingredients you're gonna need is 1 pound of peanut butter, 4 cups of powdered sugar, 1.5 sticks of butter at room temperature, and half a slab of paraffin wax, 1 bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips. So let's get to mixing. Blend the room temperature butter and peanut butter smooth. Add the powdered sugar slowly. This part gets a little tricky because generally in my family has always added a lot more powdered sugar than needed. It'll be a sugar dough consistency, so you may need to add quite a bit of powdered sugar. So it should be very thick. You're gonna chill the batter for at least an hour before scooping it because it gets too sticky and it will stick everywhere. So you'll make sure that you'll chill it. You're gonna prep the cookie sheets with wax paper while you have it in the fridge chilling. I also like to throw in my melon ball scoopers to have them chill as well. That way they don't stick, the batter doesn't stick to them. So now we're gonna get to rolling. We're gonna use the melon ball scoopers to scoop out the batter, and I kind of pat them level and then scoop them out onto the wax lined cookie sheets. And then this is where they're not quick. You have to chill them again for at least an hour because they'll soften and fall into our next step here. So the final prep of the Buckeyes is that you'll add water to the bottom pot of the double boiler, and you're gonna warm it up and boil it on a very low heat. You can burn the wax and the chocolate that we're gonna put in next. So you're gonna put in your wax first and let that melt completely. It takes the longest to melt. You're still gonna wanna keep it on a really low heat. It's probably not gonna look like it's melting, but it is. Once it's completely melted, there's no solid pieces, you're gonna go ahead and add in your chocolate chips. The chocolate chips, you're gonna, again, keep it on a very low heat or it will burn and the chocolate won't taste as well. I keep my stove on maybe like 2 or 3. I might even actually keep it lower. That way it doesn't burn. So once we have our chilled batter ready and all the chocolates melted, we will use our toothpicks to poke in the top of the Buckeyes. And at this point I kind of squish them into more round balls because the melon scoopers aren't perfect. And once you get them into those round balls, you don't want to do it too much or it will warm too much. And you're gonna dip it into the chocolate. You're not gonna go all the way in. You're gonna leave a little bit of the peanut butter still showing. That way it looks like a Buckeye, and it's a kind of nut, I guess. So you gotta be quick when you put them in the chocolate because the chocolate is hot, obviously, and the peanut butter will soften and you'll end up having one fall in or anything like that. My son loves to help with this part. He's 7, you gotta be careful because you're working with a stove. But you repeat the whole process until you finish with the cookie dough sheet. I make quite a bit of these every year, so I always have a lot of cookie dough sheets going on. So I have shown you I've explained to you how to make Buckeyes for any family occasion. I can guarantee pretty much everyone is going to love them and ask for more. I have reviewed the ingredients, the utensils, how to mix and form the Buckeyes themselves, and then I went into depth on how to dip them, especially without having them fall in, because that's the biggest trick. Once you make them once, you're never gonna not be asked for them again. Everyone's going to ask you for them. I get asked for the recipe all the time. And you don't have to sit there and let your mouth water. You can go make them. You won't want any other sweet treat at any other family occasion. Thank you.